Hello YouTube, welcome back to another weekly upload. In today's video, we are going to be talking about time. Now I know, time might not be a interesting topic to some of you, but to me it's been a interesting topic lately. Um, in today's video, we're talking about how time affects everyone and how not a lot of people think about it. First, I want to start off by talking about using your time. No, everyone uses time, whether we like it or not, obviously. Some people use their time and, you know, on their phone, reading, writing, working out, making money, anything really, right? I have a little story. The other day, I was over at my friend's house and we were playing this game. And I asked him, it was on his phone, right? And I had to ask him, how many hours have you spent on that game? And he shows me over 200 hours on a mobile game. That's crazy to me. And I asked him, what's your screen time? Average screen time. And over 10 hours per day. Now, some of you might have more than that, more than 10 hours. Now, to me, 10 hours is a lot. More than 8 is a lot. My screen time on my phone is only 3.5, almost 4 maybe. Now, what can you get done? Let's take my vote number, 4 hours, right? You can do a lot in 4 hours. You can work a part, half of a job, right? 4 hours is half of an 8 hour shift. With 4 hours, you can learn a bunch, study, you can build something. You can do a lot of things with only 4 hours. Now, that really got me going. That really put in perspective on how time is, I guess, valuable in a sense. Because if you think about it, we are all on limited time. Now, some of you may say, well, duh, we are on limited time. And then you may click off this video and then go on TikTok and start scrolling. Well, if you do that, you are giving in to the feedback loop, right? You're going on TikTok and you're going to scroll on the algorithm and you're going to go, see stuff, see cool things, then scroll past them, right? I actually learned something interesting about the algorithm the other day, and it's how the reason why humans love TikTok, Instagram, or anything really is because of the unknowns. It's because with every new swipe, every new video, it's an unknown thing. And I know some of you may say that, like, well, I don't like unknown things. Well, you do. We're kind of built to like unknown things, right? What's going to happen next? In TV shows, like, oh my God, what's going to happen to this person? What's going to happen to that person? And once you go on TikTok, Instagram, or anything like that, well, there goes your time. Because you're giving your time into the unknown. Because you want to see things. I guarantee you can't even remember what you just watched, you know, 30, 20 minutes ago on TikTok, right? And yet still, so many people spend their time on their phones. And in a sense, they're wasting it, but not at the same time. Yes, they're, gaining dopamine, they're going into the unknown, maybe learning a couple things, but to them, if they want to do that, they're going to do that. I can't stop people from wasting their time. Now, obviously, there are people out there, like the motivational side of TikTok, that are trying to, get off your phone, work out, 10 push-ups. Now, I think that's great. I think you should do something outside of your phone. Because if you think about it, without your phone, you have a lot of time back. And with that time, you can be thinking. Now, I know some of you, when I say thinking, it's a big thing, but you do it every day. and you can do it no matter what. Even if you have like a foggy brain like me right now while recording this video. So time. Time is a crazy thing, I do say. Time definitely kind of dictates our life if you think about it, because we're on a 24-hour clock schedule, kind of the whole world, and it's kind of I don't want to say a limitation, but kind of something that us humans put on ourselves, like labeled, so that we can keep track of something. Because, without time, without numbers, we wouldn't know what to call, what time is sunset, what time is sunrise, right? We wouldn't know any of that. So we use time as a number or object to quantify, something so big and vast. Because time is big and vast. Trust me on that one. It is big and it is unknown. That's why we have to dumb it down and quantify it into 24 hours. Or if you go above 24 hours, we have days, weeks, months, years, decades, centuries, so on and so on. Light years, even, right? And light years, that's a lot of time. And that's a big amount of time. But I guarantee you there's a bigger notation of time out there than light years. I just don't know off the top of my head. Anyways, how does time and all of this stuff that I just talked about relate in this video? Well, you're in a sense wasting time by watching this. If you think about it, yeah, you're watching me, you're hearing me talk. Hey, if you're in your bed, maybe watching YouTube, maybe or not watching YouTube, maybe eating food or doing anything, maybe you're trying to speed up time or make time go by quicker for you. Now I say that in quotes, like make time go quicker for you. From reality, it really doesn't. It's kind of a perspective thing. I've always wondered as a kid that how when people like when your parents are asleep, but you stay up gaming till like 1, 2 and 2 a.m. in the morning, and that time to you kind of feels slow, right? But when you know that you're sleeping and you close your eyes and you open them, then it's the morning. So it's kind of crazy how perspective on time changes everything. Because like when you're gaming that late into the night and when your parents are sleeping, to your parents, it just felt like a couple seconds and they're up in the morning, right? But to you, your day felt way longer because you were gaming up to 2 a.m. and now you're really tired. Now, how do I know that? Well, I was once that kid. Now, I'm getting older and I'm going to bed earlier because that's how life works, apparently. But that's a topic for another video about sleep. Anyways, I've always wondered, why that perspective is such a vast difference of how being awake versus being asleep, how being asleep, time moves by so much quick. I think the best, not it's kind of funny, but I like how when you're young, you want to stay up late and you want to be cool, right? But as you get older, you realize that, man, I want to go to bed early and get some sleep, right? It's kind of a big shift, that it's cool to stay up late and no, I don't want to sleep like how some kids don't want to go to bed, right? But as you get older, you realize, man, I really want to go to bed so I can wake up in the morning and start a new day. That in itself is kind of you skipping time. Because when you're asleep, your perspective changes. You're resting. Time moves by so much faster, right? And there's definitely studies out there that probably, talk about how this perspective changes when you're asleep versus when you're awake. Now, obviously, I'm not no expert. I'm just a random guy talking about time and how it's crazy and how you're watching Minecraft gameplay in the background right now while a random person is explaining you time. But I think time is a very interesting topic. I think I feel like it should be talked about more. But again, I guarantee you, after you watch this video, you're gonna go click on another one, and then you're gonna go not waste more time, but you're gonna go use up more of your finite amount of time, and you're gonna move on with your life. I guarantee you, in about 10 years from now, I'll be on a different mindset, different time wavelength. I'll be older, I'll be maybe much wiser, maybe not, who knows. I'll definitely have used the time skip method known as sleep because it's kind of cool. But I think, in the moment right now, if you're probably thinking that like, yeah, time is kind of weird or time is interesting, but you're gonna click off this video eventually. It happens. I do it to videos like this that say don't click off this video. You know, like those videos where the person is speaking to you heart to heart, right? Kind of like what I'm doing. And how they're acknowledging this and how you're feeling. Maybe some of you don't feel that way. That's okay. You don't have to feel like me. You don't have to be like me. I actually encourage the opposite. I feel like everyone should be different in their own way, Everyone should be creative and everyone should use their time um, in their best way possible. So I guess the gist you all can get from this time video is that use your time wisely. Now, use your time when I say wisely, I mean use it in the best way you see fit. Maybe, and that if that's going on TikTok, Instagram, and scrolling, then that's for you. But if you soon realize and that's not for you, then stop it. Because in a sense, scrolling is kind of a waste, but if you think it's that important, go ahead and do it. I'm not the one to stop you. You can only stop yourself. Now, there's some people out there that use external motivation or inspiration to stop themselves from scrolling. But I can't control you. You can control yourself. You are your own human. You are your own being, your own mind, your own soul, your own everything, right? So I say use your time in the way you see that is the best fit for you. And yeah, all right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone. I hope everyone out there finds peace in their lifetime. And yeah, thank you and goodbye.